What is good, everyone? In this video we're doing a full day of eating. I'm going to be showing you everything I eat throughout the day to get those gains. And yeah, I'm currently eating 4 meals a day and I'm distributing protein evenly so that I can keep muscle protein synthesis levels high. And I'm currently doing a lean bulk. What is a lean bulk, you may ask? Well, a lean bulk means a clean bulk where you are trying to gain as much muscle as possible with as little fat gain as possible. And even though you definitely don't need to eat clean foods in order to gain the most amount of muscle, you still should be in a moderate calorie surplus so that you don't gain a ton of unnecessary fat gain. So that is my lean bulking approach for getting massive, essentially. So yeah, let's get into the video. I can guarantee you that some of these meals you're probably going to want to try them out, so let's get into it. So in front of me we got the first meal for today, which is also going to be the pre-workout meal. We got 2 slices of bread with eggs and 1 bowl of oatmeal. The way I made the oatmeal was that I first took some raw oats and I put some water in it, then I put it in the microwave for roughly 3.5 minutes, and that gives it a shit ton of volume. After that I added frozen blueberries, which are going to become hot, and yeah, just regular blueberries because the oats are so hot. After that I added some protein powder, after that some sweetener, and I topped it off with coconut flakes, which is pretty nice. And yeah, it actually tastes delicious, so I do recommend trying a oatmeal bowl such as this out. Plus it's really healthy. I almost spilled that. And this right here, this is pretty self-explanatory. I just toasted 2 bread slices, used some light calorie cream cheese on the bread, and added 2 eggs with some salt on top. And I don't like the eggs to get too dry because I just think it ruins the flavor. So yeah, it's pretty runny. This meal is pretty cold because I just took a thumbnail and stuff. So yeah, and I'm starving as well, so I can't wait to get this meal down. It's a solid pre-workout meal as well. Has a lot of carbs, has a good amount of protein, has a good amount of fat. This is going to be the first meal. We're starting off the day good so far. Let's get it down. But yeah, let's probably do a taste test first. So the eggs taste pretty good, however it's just eggs. And also, before I forget it, I also take my creatine. And recently started creatine. I take it the first thing in the morning with my first meal. Is there a reason for that? No. Timing of the creatine, that doesn't matter at all. It only matters when your creatine storages aren't full in the beginning. So just take it a time where you remember it. And then for the oatmeal bowl test, look at this bowl, looks pretty nice. Man, this is delicious. But yeah, I'm going to eat this meal, then I'll see you before we head over to the gym. Peach energy drinks are fire. But yeah, I don't usually drink energy drinks or caffeine really anymore, but I'm having it today. So that means that the workout is going to be a banging one. And yeah, I'm just sitting here editing this video you're watching right now, and I'm going to jump into the upper body workout on my power building program. And before we jump into this workout edit, I just gotta ask you, please subscribe if you haven't, because my goal is to post twice a week on YouTube for the rest of this year. So yeah, that's going to be a struggle, but I will try to make it happen because we're on that grind. So yeah, let's get into the workout session right now. That's my cat. So we just got back home from the workout, and when I say just, I mean like an hour ago, but it's the magic of the internet, you know? So yeah, now for the second meal of the day, aka the post-workout meal, we are making something I haven't made in a while, but it's pretty simple and it has good macros and I just enjoy it. It is going to be 2 slices of tuna sandwich toast, if I can call it that, and a small bowl of a banana and kiwi to get some carbs into this meal. So for the tuna toast, we started off with, just taking the tuna into a bowl, then we added some yogurt. If you want even more protein in this meal, you can add Greek yogurt, but I just used regular since it's cheaper and doesn't have a lot of calories at all, so just unsweetened yogurt. And then I added some mustard, some sweet mustard specifically. I think it gives it such a good taste. And after that I added some, I don't even know what it's called, let me check, Worcestershire sauce. I don't know if I butchered that, probably. It has a picture of a carrot and a bird. I don't know what that means, but yeah, it's basically something that gives it a lot of taste instead of using something that's packed with calories such as mayonnaise, because that has like 600 calories or something per 100 grams. But we're making it taste good and be healthy, so that's what's up. And after that I just also implemented some pepper and onions. Didn't track the calories of the onions because it's like 3 calories, so who cares. And beside that we just got a small bowl of kiwi and banana, as I said. This is going to be the post-workout meal. I'm going to put the calories macros up on screen right now. I'm going to give this a taste test as well. Haven't tasted it, been a while since I made it, so yeah, I'm actually not sure if it's going to taste good. so let's find out. I don't know if it's just me, but I find it so hard to swallow tuna. It takes like forever to just get into your stomach. So that is that. It actually tasted pretty good, so if you want a like healthier alternative of a regular tuna sandwich with mayonnaise, I would highly recommend this. Try this out then. So that is that. I'm going to enjoy this and I'll see you at dinner. So my mom is kind enough to make dinner for us today. So Mama Bulkan, can you tell us what you got in this delicious mash of food?
It's a kind of chili bean compote with rice, ground beef, onions, corn, and chili beans.
Yeah. So I think we'll do a voiceover over this meal because shout out to my mom. She stepped out of her comfort zone by saying that. So yeah. So the calories macros will be up on screen right now. I ate 2 pretty decently sized portions. And yeah, it's basically a chili con carne meal. And whilst eating my dinner, I thought about this question I get a lot from people who live with their parents. And that question is, okay, so if my parents are making dinner, how do I figure out the calories of that meal? That's a pretty good question. And it's pretty hard to get that accurate if you don't actually make them, or if you stand beside them and see their ingredients and see how much they put into everything and all that. So I would recommend to do that if your parents make a meal pretty frequently, so that you don't have to do that every single time. You can just log the previous meal. But another way of doing it is something that I've done a ton of times, either when my parents are making dinner or I'm eating at a restaurant. And that is, okay, for example, let's say this dinner I'm eating chili con carne. Well, you can just go on, for example, MyFitnessPal, the calorie tracking app that I occasionally use, and you can search up chili con carne. And if you have some good knowledge about the actual foods that you're eating and what they contain, you can look at different recipes and you can basically figure out which one is, or you assume is the most similar to the one that you're having in front of you. So that is what I recommend, to just search up the recipe or the ingredients to roughly figure out how many calories macros are in that meal, if you are tracking calories, that is. So yeah, that is that. Let's move over to the next meal. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but my face is getting pretty tired right now and it's getting dark AF outside as well. So let's make the 4th meal before I fall asleep. So for the 4th meal, we got some popcorn, 80 grams to be specific. It actually fills you up a lot, especially if you don't have a popcorn that uses a lot of oil. And we got a small bowl of cottage cheese with low calorie strawberry jam. I don't have this meal every day, but I probably have it like once or twice a week, to be honest, so I do have it quite frequently, if I could say so myself. At the end of the day, I'm actually not using any other supplements. I'm just mostly trying to get my vitamins and minerals from regular foods instead of supplementation, and I only really use protein powder, and yeah, recently started creatine. Besides that, nothing else, because there's a lot of things that are overrated in the industry, which has just gotten popular from marketing and misleading people, such as BCAAs. Don't buy that crap. Enough hating on BCAAs though, even though they deserve it. But yeah, let's taste the cottage cheese. Very good indeed. I just pulled up my daily calories and macros, so here are they. I hit 2,674 calories, which is well within what I try to hit every single day, because I have a calorie range of 2,600 to 2,700 calories. Why? Because it's not sustainable to try to hit a specific number every single day. That often leads to eating disorders. So yeah, it's very good to have a calorie range, and that calorie range is roughly like a 5% calorie surplus for me, so that is why I'm sticking to that. And yeah, those were the calories. My macros are 182 grams of protein, which is a lot higher than my daily requirement, but it's not bad to indulge in extra amount of protein whatsoever, not for your kidneys either. And we got 301 carbs, a bit lower than my goal, but it's completely fine. And my fat was hit exactly on the dot, which was 73 grams. So yeah, overall it has been a pretty successful day. So this is how the current physique is looking like, and yeah, since this is a full day of eating video, okay, here the lighting is better. Since this is a full day of eating video, I just want to be transparent. This is how I try to eat most days, but definitely I do not stick to it. So for the past, like, I would say roughly 3 weeks or something, I've been binge eating a crap ton. And it's not directly from me just developing bad eating habits, but it's more of, yeah, it's been caused by other life problems that I'm currently dealing with, so I'm just kind of eating to make myself feel better, which is definitely not good. But yeah, that's just like a reminder for everyone, because it's completely normal to not be on your diet and be consistent 24/7. Just try to at least make it sustainable, because that's the most important thing. I've tried to stick to like a completely hard diet, but it hasn't been sustainable, just because I found myself a lot of times just overeating or eating something else because that's what I wanted to have then. So yeah, just remember that everyone slips up and it's completely fine. If you do binge, don't completely change everything the next day. Rather try to analyze the situation and find out what made you binge in the first place, so that you can prevent it from happening again. Because if it only happens once, it's not going to change anything about your physique whatsoever. But if it's going to happen again and again and again, and you don't learn from your mistakes, that's when you're going to get fat. So that is my rant for today, ending it with a back shot. Almost got like a cramp in my back. That was horrible. But yeah, please subscribe if you haven't. Like the video if you liked the video. But if you didn't like it, dislike it, and tell me in the comment section below what I can do to improve. It's been Magnus, Bulkan. Peace, bye.